bang it up cause I got my fans and I'm proud of us. Never do it for the cameras. Song a week and I stamina. Keep it going, I'm an animal. I unleash when they let me loose. I've been ready since like 02. Getting my bread now, how about you? 100% that's all I do. So now please don't talk about me. Sold out shows, that's all I see. Yeah, they said no I in team, so I gotta be MVP. Come on. Came here to party tonight. Celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight. Celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. Hey, never getting too cozy, cause they all coming for me. Used to sleep on the rollaway, now the whole team got the rollies. Roll deep in the Suburban, backseat and she working. This the life that I dreamed about when I could've paid a room service. Now it's electric curtains, but I still just scratch the surface. I'ma get right back to working, till I get my mom's the Birkin, till I get my pops the new bands, till I get my bro a few M's, till I got the whole fam, they ain't never gotta go to work again. We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply.
Hey, I'm Tanea. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the bacon. The bacon is so crispy and it's just cooked to perfection. I'm gonna devour this sandwich.
Order the Grilled Chicken Club sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Someone you can rely, who's always on your side. That's why there's Nationwide. That's why there's Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Ain't nobody fuck with me mentally. Talking that shit, you dead to me. Cause I ain't got time for my enemies. Told her come through, get ahead to me. Telling that truth, it'll set you free. I ain't like them, cause I'm all I need. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Let me tell you right now, I'm the realest. Ain't nobody else ever do it like I did it. I ain't really had a competition in a minute. And a lot of other rappers out here flying spirit. I'ma stay consistent, feeling like a man on a mission. Ballin' like I play for the Pistons, but I'm Blake Griffin. I'ma switch cities, doing shows. I be living on the road, going all around the globe. When it come down to it, I'ma never settle. I be trying to get the bands like it's heavy metal. I'ma put my foot down, keep it on the pedal. Cause nobody ever gave me shit, I had to go and get it. I've been here for a while like a veteran. Been through a lot, but it turned me to a better man. Everything I do is me and myself. Now I gotta be a legend when I put it on the shelf. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Ain't nobody fuck with me mentally. Talking that shit, you dead to me. Cause I ain't got time for my enemies. Told her come through, get ahead to me. Telling that truth, it'll set you free. I ain't like them, cause I'm all I need. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Hey, this an 8-figure mindset. A lot of people want it, but they scared of the progress. I ain't from the projects, but I got my own story that a lot of y'all couldn't ever really process. Didn't when nobody would've given me a second. Now they all come around giving me a lesson. If you ain't want it back then, you ain't coming where I'm headed. I've been thinking I'm the greatest, even if nobody said it. I'm a spaz on the beat, ain't nobody that compete. In a whole different league, they ain't never catching me. I'm the only one to be calling shots for the team. If I want it, I'ma get it, there ain't nothing stopping me. Put my own money in, I don't own nobody's shit. Every week dropping hits, I don't never gotta miss. Put myself on the line, I'ma always take the risk. When it come down to it, I ain't never call it quits. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Ain't nobody fuck with me mentally. Talking that shit, you dead to me. Cause I ain't got time for my enemies. Told her come through, get ahead to me. Telling that truth, it'll set you free. I ain't like them, cause I'm all I need. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me.
Motherfucker.
Carson Wentz is gonna be a beast though.
3 and OT. Let's go. That sounded a little close for my liking. Oh! 2, 1. What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room, Fridays, September 3rd, 2021. We got a big show for you guys today. Yesterday we had pro wrestler, loud and proud Logan Myers joined us for sat down with us and talked. It's a great conversation. We're going to air that for you guys today. Hope everybody enjoys that. Then after that, we'll probably get into some other news going on in the sports world. Steve should be here by then. But all right, let's get to it. Turn the sound down for a minute. But before we get to the Logan Myers interview, all right, before we get to Logan Myers' interview, don't forget we're live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners for free. Also, we're live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room, our sports talk show. Come join us. We have some big things planned here coming up soon. Have some big announcements coming soon, so stay tuned. Check our social media pages, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Gonzo'S Sports Room. You can find me on Twitter at Chris Gonzalez, at Gonzalez Sports, Facebook at Chris D. Gonzalez, Instagram, Chris Gonzalez. But follow us on social media so you know you don't miss when we're going to be live and be around. Also, you can find GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room and Easy Money, a sports betting show, in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify. About anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Also, we now have merch for sale. Please check out our merch store at streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports /merch. We have t-shirts, some hats. We just dropped some beanies on there. There's hoodies, long sleeve shirts. Go check that out. There's also a donation page at that same link if you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow. We'd appreciate that as well. And then one more thing before we get started. Tomorrow, Saturday, September 4th, we will be live at 3 o'clock with live reaction to UFC Fight Night Till versus Brunson. So come join us for that. But without further ado, let's get this conversation with loud and proud Logan Myers started. And I will see you guys here in a little bit. What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room. Actually, tonight it's GWR. Kind of took it over.
Gonzo's Wrestling Room.
Got Eric in here with me, Steve in here, and also on the phone we have pro wrestler Logan Myers. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you gentlemen doing today?
Oh man, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Doing
Excited
good,
to have talk to you for a little bit.
I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming on. Chris, you want to go ahead and start it out?
Okay, yeah. What got you into pro wrestling?
Well, I've been into professional wrestling as long as I can remember. I think as long as I can remember, like my childhood. My first memory was when I was 3 years old, renting WrestleMania 20 from the DVD store or the DVD rental place and watching that start to finish. And ever since then, I've been hooked.
Oh yeah, definitely. We know that feeling. We've all been watching it since we were kids.
I remember going to the barber shop with my grandpa and reading the wrestling magazines.
Oh yeah, going to Lee's video.
Yeah.
Go to Lee's video, and they had all the classics there, man. Yeah. That's how you get hooked.
Oh, yeah.
That's how all the wrestlers. You hear that from every wrestler, man. They just get hooked.
Yep.
Watching
There's something about it.
Getting classics.
So, since you've been watching it for like such a long time and everything, like, what got you what caught your eye about it? Who are some of your favorites, or some of your inspirations that you model some of your style and some of your move set or anything after?
Well, at first, Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit were two of my favorites.
Oh yeah, Eddie's
and then unfortunately, before what went down, so those were my two big ones at first, and then obviously guys like Kurt Angle. But I just remember from a young age, Shawn Michaels was a very big thing for me. When I first started out watching wrestling, it was before like the rise of John Cena, and then I'd say around when I was 6 years old, I became like infatuated with like Jeff Hardy, and CM Punk was a big one at first too.
Yeah, we get those a lot from guys. Jeff Hardy's a big inspiration to a lot of guys.
Before that stuff went down,
Hardy brothers.
Before that stuff went down, I was a big Benoit fan. I was a big Benoit fan back in the day, dude.
Chris Benoit and the Crippler Crossface.
Back in the day, there wasn't very many people that outworked him in the ring back in the day.
Oh, I was
him or Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat.
Oh yeah.
Sneaky dude, man. So yeah, man. So I mean, you seem like a pretty athletic dude in the ring, man. I seen your last match, and so like, was there any like sports or anything like that you did when you were younger that you think maybe helped you out with wrestling or anything like that?
When I was younger, I did judo. I did not stick with it. I wish I would have, but I was into the ball sports, baseball, basketball, and football.
Right on. Man.
I played sports up until my sophomore year of high school, and then I just got in the gym and started lifting, doing a lot of high intense weightlifting and cardio training, and I didn't know I was a very good athlete, honestly, until I got into a wrestling ring.
Nah. Yeah, man. You and old Platinum put on a show out there, man, against the, you know what I'm saying, the highlight reel, man. That was a hell of a match, man. So, got to give you your props on that. I enjoyed it, man.
Appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So, you got any matches or anything, any events coming up this weekend that people can come check you out at?
Yes, Friday night in Indianapolis, Kentucky Avenue, WCWO Wrestling. I'll be in action. And then Saturday night at PWK in Bourbon, Indiana, I'll be in action. You can come see me there. Hopefully I can blow the roof off the place like I did at DCCW last show you guys were at. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, you guys put on a great match that last show here in Muncie. Did you grow up in Indiana?
Yes, I did grow up in Indiana.
What part of Indiana you grew up in?
I grew up in Daleville, Indiana, not too far from Muncie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we know about Daleville.
Yeah.
Nice little spot out there.
How old are you?
I am 20 years old.
20. Okay, you probably don't. You probably know my little brother.
Yeah.
I have a brother that goes to Daleville. Cody McMullen.
I know the name.
He has sisters, Caitlin and Chelsea. They were older.
I definitely know the name.
Right on. So what's like your goals, man? Like where you plan to go with this wrestling career you're building?
I really want to wrestle in Japan. For New Japan Pro Wrestling specifically. My like end all be it all main bucket list item is to wrestle in the Tokyo Dome.
Nice.
That'd be cool.
I became a big Japanese wrestling fan when I was a teenager, and ever since then, man, I wanted to wrestle in Japan. And then hopefully after that, I can come back to the United States and wrestle for one of the bigger companies.
There you go, man. I like that plan. I like that answer, man.
Yeah.
You know, I like that.
We definitely think you got the talent.
Yeah,
to do
man.
it,
Keep grinding. Keep doing your thing, man.
I plan on it. I really appreciate that.
Do you have a favorite guy or a favorite match from Japanese wrestling?
Favorite match from Japanese wrestling?
Or a favorite wrestler or two that you really like?
Well, the match that introduced me to New Japan was AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura from Wrestle Kingdom 10.
Yeah.
So Shinsuke was the first Japanese wrestler that I really became a big fan of. And then obviously when Kenny Omega blew up over there, that brought a lot of attention overseas to Japan from the United States. His trilogy with Okada. And then I went back and researched older Japanese wrestling, guys like Tiger Mask, Antonio Inoki, Kenta Kobashi, and I just became such a big fan of the hard-hitting, fast-paced, fighting spirit style. It's just made me want to go over there. I love how Japanese pro wrestling is presented.
Yeah, man.
So who do you think you molded your style off? Like if there was a couple guys that you molded your style off the most, who would that be?
Well, I didn't do a lot of technical wrestling in the match against the highlight reel that you guys saw, but I really studied a lot of Jonathan Gresham from Ring of Honor, Johnny Saint from old school British wrestling, Shawn Michaels, Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, he's good.
Very Alex Shelley from the Motor City Machine Guns. I try to stick to a technical ground based style and then take to the skies if I have to. That's what I like to do.
What kind of mindset do you have to get into take to the skies?
What kind of mindset?
Yeah, is it like was it scary? Was it something that was pretty easy to get over like whenever you were training to be able to pull off some of those moves that some people might say you're a little nuts to try?
Yeah. So I didn't know I was athletic until I started wrestling. Because I wasn't the star athlete in high school or anything. And, the first time I did a swanton, just in the middle of the ring standing, it was perfect. And, then, I didn't know I could do a backflip. Took me about 20 tries to get it down. So now I can do a backflip and just springing off the ropes and the coordination and all that, and just working on different kinds of high-flying moves and whatnot. Really, it takes time to get it down, but it just kind of naturally came to me once I started doing all that athletic stuff in the ring, because my goal was to just be a straight-up technical wrestler like a Chris Benoit or Bret Hart, until I realized I could adapt my style to kind of make the move set even more adaptable and just have a incredible versatility of moves. That's really why I started doing more high flying stuff.
See, and then that gives you a little bit of bigger. Does it give you bigger range? Like, you know, like wrestling against a big guy. Like maybe you won't necessarily be able to do your technical moves on somebody that big.
Oh yeah, yes, definitely. That helps me a lot. Probably won't be able to chop down the big men by attacking arms or limbs or anything too much. So I also need the skies, as I'm not a big powerhouse.
Yeah, whenever I was watching, and the first time I saw you, I got shades of old Alex Wright, Das Wunderkind.
Oh my gosh. I actually really appreciate that. My trainer has trained under Alex Wright.
Oh, nice.
I
really like him. He was one of my favorites.
Yes, one of my favorite matches is from Random WCW in 1995. Alex Wright and Bobby Eaton.
I know what you.
Das Wonder Kid, man.
He was one of my favorite wrestlers to watch whenever I was growing up. It was.
Yes.
I really liked him.
I love his style.
Yeah, I think I even said on the comments, like,
Yeah,
Das Wonder Kid 2.0.
Even on the, I think during the stream you said that.
Yeah, you said it you said it live on the stream.
I wasn't sure if I did or not, but I thought I did.
Oh, I remember that. I watched the match back with your guys' commentary, and you said Das Wonder Kid Jr. I just grinned ear to ear, man. Like that's a compliment, if anything.
Hell yeah.
What'd you think of our commentary? Since that was our first time ever doing a show like that.
I thought it was great. I mean, you guys know the moves. You know what moves are being done, and you're very into what's going on. And I really appreciate how much you put over our match and how into it you got. Also, I noticed the crowd when I came out was a little too loud. You guys take the headphones off.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to do that for the next time.
Well, no, we appreciate that as well because, like we said, that was our first time. I mean, we've been wrestling fans since we were little kids, but it was our first time airing a show like that.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
And it was you guys who it was easy to highlight you guys because you guys stole the show. Like I said, that match was just crazy. Yeah. I mean, all the matches were great in their own different way, but that match was like a above and beyond match.
That was the match of the night.
Oh yeah,
matches like that or make it easy to commentate. You know.
Yeah.
How long have you been pro wrestling?
For about 4 months.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Nice.
You've been doing wrestling about as long as we've been doing our podcast show.
Yeah. Yeah, I said I think we're going on with 6.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like 5-6 months. Mm-hmm. Oh, how'd you get hooked up? Because you trained with Omen, right?
Yes, I trained under Jake Omen.
How'd you get hooked up with Jake?
Well, I emailed White River Wrestling, and that's a promotion in Indianapolis, and they got back to me, and Jake was the one who hit me up, and I basically met with Jake at a Starbucks in Indianapolis, and we talked for about, I would say, a solid 4 hours. We just talked about wrestling. First time I'd met this guy, and the next day I went to a show with him up north in Bourbon, where I will be at Saturday, and I got in the ring and rolled around, and I was hooked then and there, and Jay took me under his wing and basically just trained me, honed me, and I would like to say he did a great job. Jake's an amazing guy. He's an amazing trainer. I hope to keep his name good and let everybody know how well he's done.
Yeah, we had we had your tag team partner from that match, Dutch Boy Platinum, on for an interview, and he was saying the same thing basically. And yeah, I mean,
Yes.
you like I said, if
I've seen Omen
If-
wrestle.
if,
I've
if
seen
y'all
Omen
are,
wrestle a bunch. He's
if y'all
good.
come from his tutelage, I mean, yeah, he's definitely doing a good job training you guys, because you guys are very entertaining to watch. The both of you are.
I really appreciate that.
So is that how you met Dutch Boy?
Yes, Dutch Boy came in about, I would say, a couple weeks after I came in, and that's how we met. Small world, me and Dutch Boy, I didn't know he was from Muncie
Yeah.
until like 2 months after I met him.
Heck yeah.
So me and Dutch Boy, we
From the Yorktown
basically
area.
trained together. We were brought up together.
Nice. It's got to be nice to have somebody that's kind of, you're from the same area, guy, somebody to travel with and, bounce
Grand
ideas
Slam.
off of and, train with and all that. That's got to be good for both of you
Was it a
guys,
grand?
right?
Grand Slam.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the second one, 2 for 2.
Not the second Grand Slam.
No,
right?
no.
Say he had 2 Grand Slams in the same game. Shit.
But yeah, Dutch Boy's cool too, man. He's really good himself. So I like that.
He
tag
left a
team
message
duo.
for Stevie because Stevie was he was late.
Yeah.
So we had
I gotta-
Dutch Boy left Stevie a message.
Have you done heel, or have you just been babyface, or
I've done both.
which do you prefer?
Oof, that's a tough one. I really like doing both.
I think it'd cool. I think it'd be cool just to piss the crowd off.
Oh yeah,
Go out there and just talk shit, get everybody
just to
mad.
be able to do it, just to kind of be an ass for a day or something.
What's the worst bump you took? Do you think?
Ooh. Apron bumps are pretty bad. I've taken a face bump onto the apron.
Ooh.
Grabbed my leg, pulled me, and I went face first into the apron. That was pretty rough.
Yeah, that would be rough.
So, I mean, we know that your career hasn't been going on for too long, but it seems like it's going, fast, and you're accomplishing a lot in a short time. What would you say is your biggest accomplishment or your favorite match? Something that sticks out to you that changed your mind about this whole thing? I mean, yeah, obviously you loved it, but then to the point of hey, I can do this, and I'm going to do this, and to reach all your goals that you was telling us about, the New Japan, and to come back here and do all that. What's the point that said, "Yep, this is it"?
That match at DCCW really helped. That really boosted my confidence even more. But I had a match up north in South Bend at a promotion called RCW, Revolution Championship Wrestling. I wrestled Blake Wright up north and just had a really hard-hitting 15-minute match. And that crowd hadn't seen me yet. And we got a "This is awesome" chant. And that was an amazing feeling. And, everything just clicked that night. And I really needed that match under my belt. That was probably the best match I've had so far, I would say.
About how many matches do you have so far?
I've had about 35 matches.
Dang.
Been busy in 4 months.
Oh yeah, you've been out there, huh?
So you
Yeah.
you looking to call anybody out? That's the question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's got the championship? Who's got the championship belt?
At
So we
where?
need to, anywhere, because Logan Myers is coming to
who's
take your
Logan
belt.
Myers? What belt does he want?
Yep.
That's
What
the
belt do
question.
you want?
I don't know, man. That belt I wrestled in South Bend for, the Heart of the Revolution Championship, that's an awful pretty belt. I came up short against Blake Wright. I'd like to get that.
Need that rematch.
Yep.
We need the rematch.
We need it. So anybody out there listen, hey,
I'll be honest.
Logan Myers needs some gold around his waist.
I'll be honest. I don't know how you guys take
And
those.
some-
I don't know how you guys take those damn chops all the time. I took 3 of them after that show the other week, and I was bruised. I was bruised for about a week after Dex and JKO and Mac got a hold of me.
They lit Chris up, man.
Yeah, I wrestled in Indianapolis once. My chest was bloodshot red after the match, and then the next day, a 400-pound dude in Ohio overhand chopped me on that same spot, and oof,
Oh, man.
Oh,
bent me
man.
over the ropes and everything. Yeah.
Shoo.
I took those 3, and that was enough.
Yeah.
Either past or present, who would be one in like a professional, like big company guy, and one an independent guy? Who is your dream matches?
Anybody ever?
Anybody all time, dead or alive?
Shawn Michaels.
What about independent?
Independent guys, past or present. I gotta go modern. I gotta go somebody right now. Jonathan Gresham from Ring of Honor.
Nice. And what is the reason that would be your dream match?
Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah.
I really admire his work. The way he works and how smooth he is and everything, and his technical wrestling knowledge, and I would just love to get in there and mix it up with him. That would be awesome. Maybe he could teach me a thing or two.
Yeah, man, I can definitely see that, and when I watch you wrestle, man, I can see the Shawn Michaels in you, man. You know, so like, what about Shawn Michaels it caught your eye so much? Because I know when I was a kid, he definitely caught my eye. Like, I used to come
He
out.
was one of your favorites.
Like, I was like, man, he was doing his thing out there. So I can see that when I watch you wrestle, man.
I mean, I think the thing about Shawn Michaels, there's never been another Shawn Michaels, and there never will be another Shawn Michaels.
100%.
I think that's how much different he was than everybody else in that locker room to me, and how good he was. His aura, everything about him just like really took me.
He
the
definitely.
pants, the hearts on the pants. Oh, man.
Well, he
Oh
definitely
yeah,
You need to get you some of them.
Once he put
I
Marty
don't know about
Jannetty,
that.
He
once he
said, I don't know
put,
about that.
once he put Marty Jannetty through the barbershop window, it was over.
Yeah.
That's when he became
yeah.
Shawn Michaels, and that was great. That was one of the greatest skits and promos of all times.
And he was one of the guys that paved the way where you didn't have to be 6'4" and 260 pounds.
Right.
that's another thing is his size and how he used it to his advantage.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He was one of the
wasn't so
first
much
guys
a
that were
get-
smaller that got the Vince finally gave the belt to.
Absolutely.
because he had literally the whole package. He was in the ring. He was good on the mic. He was good. He could do aerial shit. He could slug it out with you.
On the
He could
mic,
go
dude.
technical with you. Like, come on. He was
Yeah.
really the full package.
Oh yeah.
How you feel about being on the mic? You get,
I haven't got an opportunity a lot to get on the mic so far. But I feel pretty good. I feel pretty confident.
yeah, it's a lot of confidence getting on the mic. You know, just being confident and
Oh, yeah. If you're not confident, people are going to eat you alive.
Right.
Yeah, the crowd can see that instantly.
Instantly. That's something I would kind of be, nervous about, is just for the first time getting on the mic and stuff. But I'm sure you'll do fine, man.
It's just like anything else. The more you do it, the better you're gonna get at it.
Exactly.
So when Logan Myers is about to,
That'd be one of the funnest parts for me, is getting on the mic, though. That'd be funny.
so when Logan Myers is about to finish a match, what is the finishing move that you use, and what do you call it?
I use the scissor kick. I call it the hammer to fall.
Nice.
That is I got the name from a song by Queen.
Hammer to fall.
Yeah, we have to remember that, so next time we do one of your matches.
That's why I'm writing it down.
We got it right,
Yep. Can't wait to see another one.
Hey, next time, though, man, I need you to get him in the sharpshooter for me. I was hoping, if you watch the commentary, I was waiting on a sharpshooter all night, man. You almost had him.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So you got any like pre-match or like the day of when you're getting ready and going to the venue where you're going? You got like a meal, like music that you listen to psych yourself up, or what?
I try to stay pretty cool and content. Adrenaline runs through me pretty frequently during show days. I listen to a lot of headbanging music to get me pumped up, and then when I get too pumped up, I listen to like calming music to calm me back down. And then just a lot of stretching and a lot of visualizing, asking myself why I'm doing this, and then telling myself why I'm doing this. Because every time I step through those ropes, I want to make an impact no matter what I'm doing. I mean, my goal is every night for people to remember the name Logan Myers.
I think you're doing a good job of that so far.
Yeah. What's your go-to song to get pumped up?
This is pretty basic. Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. That song, I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm a big Guns N' Roses fan as it is, but that song really just like ignites a fire in me.
Yeah, it will. It can.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that. Good old classic song.
Yeah. Good old Guns N' Roses. Yeah. Who don't like Guns N' Roses?
Let's see. Are you going to be at the? Do you know if you're going to be at the next DCCW event?
October 2nd.
Yeah.
Right now it's looking like I will be.
Okay.
I don't have a definite answer to that. It just depends on what the future holds.
Yeah.
So have you wrestled in any other states, or you just been like here regionally?
I've wrestled in Ohio and Michigan and here in Indiana so far.
You have a favorite place?
Um,
out of the state, like they all do it a little bit differently, right?
Yeah. Michigan's a lot more fast paced. A lot of action. Ohio's a very slower pace. I don't really have a preference. I love all the places I wrestle at. Sometimes it's fun to go out there and just go balls to the walls, and sometimes it's fun to just go in there and tell a good story.
What do you think the hardest thing about the independent scene is? Like the working toward getting your name out there and trying to grow your character.
I would say figuring out what works for you. I'm still very new, so I'm learning every day. Investing in yourself. That's what I'm trying to do. Is invest in myself, so people can get behind the moniker and the name Loud and Proud Logan Myers. And by investing in yourself, that's getting ring time and working on being a superstar and just carrying yourself and investing time in the gym or whatnot. Just I feel like the more you invest in yourself, the farther you can get. But I don't know. I'm still very new.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, definitely. Especially you got to have that mindset. It's because, I mean, it's you. You gotta push yourself on that. You said
Absolutely.
So we think you're doing a damn good job of it, man, and we look forward to seeing the growth in the ring with your character, with your abilities. Like you said, you're young. You're still a young guy, and this is just the beginning of your career.
Oh, absolutely. That's why. That's what I always remember. I always tell myself, I'm still young. I mean, there's not a lot of 20-year-olds in my position,
right?
And I'm very proud of that, and I'm very thankful for that, and I'm very excited to see what the future holds.
No, we are too. And is there anything, or what is the biggest thing that was a shock to you when you first started getting into it, and then you started doing matches and seeing the whole business of it all, from maybe some kind of preconceived notion you may have had in your head before you started doing this to hey, well, it's not like that, or that was totally different than what I thought. Going into it?
I didn't know I would make very good friends in the wrestling business, which is kind of a weird answer, I feel like. I mean, I didn't know. I thought I'd be traveling alone. I didn't know I'd have people in the car with me, or I'd be in the car with people. I kind of thought it would just be, hey, I'm going to train you, and then you're on your own, and maybe you make a friend or two. But, I mean, I've built relationships with so many people, and we travel up and down the roads together, and we discuss wrestling, and we learn together, and we grow together, and I guess the camaraderie is what really shocked me.
Yeah, I love that answer. I really do. I guess that's one thing that would kind of maybe shock people, because you hear, in some of the stories and things like that in old documentaries and things, sometimes maybe they make it seem like, hey, it's every man out for themselves and kind of a free-for-all. But to hear that it's kind of, that there's more of a brotherhood, a team.
Yeah.
Hey, we're all going to go represent each other well, and if I'm doing good, then you're doing good, and y'all can do good together in the ring and out of the ring, is what it sounds like to me. You're saying.
Well, the better relationship and chemistry you have with the guys that you're going to get in the ring with is going to make for better matches too.
Yeah, and you're safer and all that stuff as well.
Mm-hmm. Make the wrestling business better as a whole.
Have you
that's the ultimate goal.
Have you had any bad injuries?
I have not.
Have you had any crazy stories from any crazy fans, or while you're on the road, just any crazy things happen to you during any of these shows?
Well, at the last DCCW show, a girl asked me to sign her pants.
Hey, at least it was just the pants. It could have been.
Yeah. I mean, she pointed. She was like, you could sign here. And I was like, I signed her shin. I'm very sure to sign her shin.
Hell yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah. Well, I'm sure you're going to be getting a lot more offers to permit, maybe.
Hell yeah.
So eventually, like, as a young guy, because you think that you're going to be one of the guys that's pushing, you know, and paving the way for, you know, you're the future. Guys like you and Dutch Boy Platinum and, you know, Dex and the twins and, you know, guys in y'all's range who haven't been doing this for a long, long time, but who are steady rising really fast. What do you think you see, you know, as for independent wrestling as a whole? Like, what would be some of your goals to see for young guys like yourself?
Well, I want everybody to have the best experience they can have and make independent wrestling grow as a whole. Because the better independent wrestling is, I feel like the better wrestling is as a whole. I mean, wrestling was pretty stagnant for a while after the Attitude Era, and I feel like the growth of independent wrestling is really what kind of is bringing it back, hopefully, to its old glory.
Yeah, it seems like you're seeing a lot of younger guys that are, or not necessarily guys, but younger athletes, younger superstars that are in there. Instead of it's not just a bunch of old, you know, or older guys, you know, guys that have been doing it for a lot of years, and seeing a lot of a younger crop coming through that's making big names for themselves. Has got a lot of talent.
What would you tell like somebody that like someone young like you that wanted to get into wrestling? Like, how would you tell them to like go about it and what to prepare for?
Well, I would tell them to, I mean, obviously it's not easy. That'd probably be the first thing I would tell them. And obviously with them being so young, they would have to make sure that they kept their nose clean and were very mature about things, because I feel like there's a lack of maturity in a lot of the very young guys like my age, because at the end of the day, wrestling doesn't owe you anything. It doesn't. You have to go and earn your way, and you have to basically put your head to the ground and accept that and work hard and do your time.
That's good, man.
These 4 months have been incredible because I kept that mindset, and that was a mindset that Jake Oman instilled in me.
I like that, man. I feel like that was a good answer, man. Like, I like that answer.
Yeah, you don't hear a lot of people
you
that
know,
age
someone
saying
your age
that.
that
Yeah, exactly.
with that type of mindset, that gives you definitely an advantage, man.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's very weird being 20 years old and talking to other 20-year-olds. My life is so much different because of wrestling.
Does it make it a different difficult or anything because of like you are so young, or is it because there is such a bunch of young guys coming through now that it's not really that big a deal that you are such a young guy?
I wouldn't say it makes it weird or difficult. I mean, it's just sometimes it's a little different. When I haven't been out of high school very long. I mean, I've only been out of high school like 2 years, and now all this is going on, and like I'm on posters and stuff like that for different promotions and stuff, and I'm still so young. It's all just like, whoa. Like,
Yeah, but it sounds like you're staying humble and staying grounded and keeping your passion and your love for what you do, man, to keeping you on the right path.
oh yes, absolutely. I try to.
It's definitely visible.
All right. Before we get out of here, do you have anything you want to plug or get out there?
Yes, I'll just plug a couple social media things. You can find me on Facebook at Logan Myers. Instagram is at Loud and Proud Logan Myers. And just give me a follow or hit me up. And you can find where I'll be basically every weekend.
And who's getting beat this weekend? Who you beating this weekend?
I'm wrestling Dalton Davis both nights, Friday and Saturday.
It's gonna be a long weekend for Dalton Davis.
Dalton Davis in for one this weekend. Hopefully he got insurance.
No, but hey, we appreciate you being on here, man. We're looking forward to seeing you in the future, seeing you grow. Hopefully, man, we can say whenever you're on TV, hey, don't forget about us little guys down here.
We watched him from the beginning up. We was there.
Right.
Hell yeah. Watch the journey, man.
Yep.
Well, I'm very honored and thrilled that you guys are this supportive, and I can't wait to see what the future holds either.
For sure, man.
All right. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll have you on again.
Hey, man, hit me up whenever. I'd be more than happy to get back on the podcast and talk.
Yeah, hey, you're gonna have to come through and visit us in studio one day.
I definitely will. Just today I wasn't able to, unfortunately, but I definitely will one day.
All right, sounds good.
Sounds good, man.
All right, hey, good luck in your career and everything else you do.
Come back anytime, bro. We really appreciate you being on here, man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you guys having me once again. It was a pleasure.
No problem.
No problem, man.
All right, welcome back to the show. Hope you guys enjoyed that conversation with Logan Myers. I want to give a big shout out to Loud and Proud Logan Myers for joining us. Hopefully we can get him on here again. Maybe next time he's in town, he can stop by and we can have him in studio. But I want to appreciate him for taking the time out to have a conversation with us. Make sure you go check him out. He wrestles about every weekend. He said he was going to be in Indianapolis tonight and in Bourbon, Indiana tomorrow. So if you're a pro wrestling fan looking for something to do, go check him out. Check out his Instagram page at Loud and Proud Logan Myers. You can find out more information of where he'll be at. Before we get out of here for today, don't forget, with tomorrow being the first Saturday with a full slate of college football, we'll have our Saturday college football picks up in the morning. I went 2-0 in college football last night. One of my games I picked it. Rutgers game got moved to tomorrow. But we have a lot of college football tomorrow. We'll also be live tomorrow at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern time with live reaction to UFC Fight Night Till versus Brunson. Come join us for that. We'll be live on YouTube and Twitch with that at Gonzo'S Sports Room. So come join us for that tomorrow. Got a busy weekend in sports. You have the UFC fight, then you have college football coming back, baseball still going on. You have the AEW pay-per-view on Sunday. So there's a lot going on this weekend in the sports world, which is always nice, keeps us busy. Just think, next week at this time, we're getting ready for the first or the first Sunday of NFL regular season football. We'll be live next Sunday for football as well. If you're a big football fan, come join us. We'll definitely be covering the Colts a lot. We'll cover other teams too. I appreciate everybody joining us. Hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll be live tomorrow at 3 with the UFC. Come join us for that. We're live Monday through Friday with Easy Money, a sports betting show, 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room, or Sports Talk Show. So make sure you check that out as well. You can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo'S Sports Room in podcast form on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify. About anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find us. We also have a merch store now. Check out our merch at streamlabs.com/Gonzo'S Sports /merch. We have some t-shirts on there, some hats, hoodies, beanies, long sleeve t-shirts. There'll be some new stuff dropping here real soon. Go check that out. There's also a donation page at that same link if you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow. We'd appreciate that as well. You can find that link in the video description, or it's also going across the bottom of the screen in the ticker. Also, I want to give a shout out to Bazanji, Justin Starling, Billy Buford. Check out their pages on Spotify. A lot of the music you hear that we play on here is from. So make sure you check them out, give them a listen. They're all putting out bangers. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Hopefully we see you guys tomorrow for the UFC. If not, we'll see you guys Monday morning at 11 with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. Peace.
I say a prayer to the God above me. Tell him I'm back, yeah. I gotta stay in my zone, man. Maybe I'll come with the dogs, yeah. Maybe I'll do it alone, yeah. Either way, I get what's sold to me. Never believe what's told to me. City on lock, I hold the key. We can't link, I got goals to meet. Yeah, that's facts. Put the island on my back. Grind cause we gotta eat, yeah. We the ones they wanna see, man. With the mob, talk that talk. Shake a piece, yeah. Feel so big, talking Papa, Sean, and Meech. Yeah. We had some pride. Put it aside. Cutting the pie. With all the guys, yeah. Made mistakes and then I made up my mind. What other side? I gotta grind, yeah. I gotta grind. I gotta grind. I gotta grind. All of the time, yeah. 24/7. 365. Gotta get mine. Stay on my grind, yeah.